Hello, welcome to the Do Business Like a Woman show. I'm Julie, and this is Do Business Like a Woman. I am talking to you about betting on yourself, abundance, flow, and grabbing. When we have stagnant energy and the clients aren't coming and the flow just really dries up, what the hell is going on there? And so, I wanted to talk about this because I've been experiencing a lot of stuck energy in the women I'm speaking to, and sometimes in myself as well. So there's at certain points in our business career, the flow of things can get stuck, and it can be a little bit disconcerting if you don't know to expect it. And it's like, what the hell's going on? Why is nothing flowing in the way that it was before? So first of all, I just want you to know that it's really, really normal. It's like a part of the business process. So it's not necessarily that you're doing anything wrong. It's one of the seasons of business. So sometimes there can be something spiritual going on, or, your energy is off, or perhaps you've fallen into a negative mindset, and you can be repelling the things, actually pushing them away without knowing it, when we've fallen into stories and we get in our own heads. But also there are times in business where the clients just flood in and everything flows and the email list builds and so on. And then there are times when it doesn't. Business is not a straight line like this. That's a very masculine energy way of looking at it. Business is more like the growth is up and then, back down a bit and then around and then up a bit again and then flatline for a bit and then up and then maybe a dip. And the point is, the overall trajectory is up over time, maybe over a few years, but within that couple of years, there are some dips, times when the clients don't come, time when the email list growth slows down, perhaps the cash flow slows down, and those dips can feel really scary. Oh my God, what's going on? Why isn't the money coming in? I experience them, you experience them, everyone in business experiences them. So let's just give ourselves permission, first of all. Look, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with us when this happens. There's nothing wrong with you when this happens in your business. It's part of the process. If you can see that, it won't throw you off course, and you will just keep going, just keep taking the steps, even though it can feel a little bit disconcerting. And over time, with experience in business, you'll just get used to the flow and you'll understand, and it won't scare you as much. It's still a bit scary every time it happens, and I've been through this at various points in my business, but it's still a bit oh my God, and the doubts come up, maybe I'm not supposed to do this. Maybe the universe is telling me that I should go and do something else. The doubts come up, but please know it's part of the process. That's why they call it the entrepreneurial roller coaster. Roller coaster has dips as well as highs, right? The important thing is to have a loving community that support you during these times of dips. It's also important to have a coach that gets it, that understands, that has experience, and that can really guide you and take you forward. I have been talking to a lot of women recently, and I've been noticing a lack of faith and trust in themselves. So it's we'll have a conversation. They really, really want to work with me and come and get the help they need to nail their messaging, to get their client generating activities down, to land in their own power, and to really get rocking and rolling in their business. And they're they know they want to work with me, and they're yep, Julie, I want to work with you. Your program's the right fit. I know you can help me. Oh, but I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to make the investment, right? I get it. And here's what I know. If you're holding on so tight to that money, it's not going to float. Why would clients flow into you if you're not even betting on yourself? If you're not even saying to the universe, look, here, I I have faith in myself. I know that I'm going to uphold my end. I'm going to do whatever it takes to show up and make this business successful. If you're not willing to invest with money, what sort of message is that sending out to the universe about your faith in yourself? Hi, Karen. How are you? So yeah, like when we really hold on to the money like that so fearfully, and we're frightened to let any of it go out. And I've spoken to women recently, and like I say this with love, because I've been there. I've got money stuff. I've had money stuff. There's been times when I've invested, times when I've held on tight and I haven't. But when we're like holding on so tight with this grabbing energy, and we have the money for the thing we say we want to invest in and the thing that will move us forward, for the coaching program we know will get us the results, but we're scared to invest, and we're like, I have this savings pot and I have these credit cards, but I can't use those. It's like, what kind of messages is that about your faith in yourself and your ability to create results? And I get it. And like part of my role is to increase your confidence that you can do this, and you can do it when you have a step-by-step proven process to follow, along with landing in your own power, which is one of my superpowers. I've noticed that oftentimes when clients come and work with me, they've worked with other coaches and tried other systems, and it hasn't landed, nothing's worked. And then I don't know what it is, but we work together, and it's something about the dynamic and the sacred space that is held. And suddenly they just drop into themselves, and they stop reaching and grabbing, and they just come from their authentic self. And when that shift happens, then the step-by-step process, which I give you, works. You have to have the two. You can't really have one without the other. So when we work together, we do both. But it's just so interesting, because I've noticed a lot of people like really holding on to their money and being scared to invest. And my heart just like goes out to them, and it sinks, because I know that they're going to be stuck in another 3 months, in another 6 months. How do I know? Because that was me. Because that was me, and because I've seen it time and time again. And it's just like, oh, it's really horrible to see, because, you know, I just want to get them going and get the clients, get the money flowing in. That's the point. And sometimes they say to me, I'll go and get a couple of clients to pay to come and work with you. And I'm like, oh, good Lord. That's why we're working together. If you could get the clients yourself, you would have done it. And, you know, I'm going to say that. I say that with love, but I'm going to say it again. Like, if you could have got the clients by yourself, you would have done it already. That's why you come and work with me. That's why we work together, right? So, like, I get it. It's really hard sometimes. It can feel like such a risk. And of course, there are no guarantees. I can't guarantee anything, except that I have a system that works, and that if you show up and meet me in the middle, we can create results. But there are no guarantees in life. So it is a risk. But what do you choose? What message do you choose to show the universe? You know, are you betting on yourself? Or are you kind of like, oh, I want this thing, universe, but I'm not willing to spend any of my savings on it. Or like, I'm not willing to do what it takes to get over my fear and like put the money on a credit card or invest the money. And I know this is really touchy. I know everyone has money rules, and I get it. Like, debt sucks, but I don't want to say the word but. I want to say the word and. Debt sucks, and when it's our mission, like when it's that important, why wouldn't you do whatever to get the help? To move forward, to get the clients. I think it's a way of playing small, you know, and I get it. I've been there. I've done it. There's not a scenario that you might go through that I haven't been through myself, that I haven't been the one holding on so tight to my money and being frightened to invest with a mentor on a program. I was stuck for like a year on this, not moving forward at the same level in my business, just really playing small. I was doing VA work at the time. And I knew I was meant for so much more, but I was frightened. And I get it. The fears are very real, right? So I want to just like open my heart to you though, and give you so much love and give you the confidence that when you're clear and you have the right mentor and you have the step-by-step process and you're supported to land in your power, you're not going to fail. It might be a journey. There might be some lessons. We can't always control the timing exactly. But here's what I know. Work with a coach and you'll get there a lot faster. Try and do it yourself. You may not get there at all. And if you do, it's going to take a hell of a lot longer. And like, we're talking years, you know. So that was my rant for today. That really needed to come out. That needed to be said. You know, I love you all. I'm here for you. I hope this is what you needed to hear today. I was asking, what shall I share? What shall I share? And I was like going to go super practical. Like, shall I show them how to create a graphic in Canva or something? Or, you know, like talk about how to build the email list. And by the way, if you want to hear about that stuff, let me know. Drop me a comment. Let me know. But this is what wanted to come through today, and it wouldn't let go of me. So obviously someone needs to hear it. All right, this has been the Do Business Like a Woman show. I love you. I'm here for your success. See you on Monday at 3 p.m. UK for the next version of the show. Remember, we've got the Thrive Virtual Summit happening on Monday. It's launching on Monday, people, Monday the 10th of February. Be there, sign up. The opt-ins are in the group. We have got so many amazing women speakers: Catherine Watkin, Harriet Whaley-Cohen, Cherise Sisu, Mel McIntyre, just to name a few. These women are so inspiring. They've built six-figure businesses. They're feminine energy businesswomen. They blew me away in their interviews. You are going to get so much value. Make sure you're there. In the meantime, go out, be confident, invest in the things that you need to invest in. As a proper businesswoman, as a proper entrepreneur does. You know, I'm here to support you. Lots of love to you. See you next time. Bye.